Hello and welcome to another stream of the Ultimate Hardcore Shiny Manectric Hunt Live. My name is Ectric and we're here in yet another stream, the last one of 2025 most likely. And we are going to be doing one last attempt at getting ourselves a Shiny Manectric in Pokemon Shield. I hope you're excited for this. If you are and you've not yet liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you're doing well. We're doing a little bit of an earlier stream, so it should be a good time. And yeah, we're going to be doing some shiny hunting in Pokemon Shield for the Shiny Manectric, our hopefully second Shiny Manectric in the entire series. And ideally, we will get it today, but obviously we'll see. If not, into 2026 on our second game. Into year 5 of the it's gonna be a long time before I get through this, if I ever do. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. Also, I have as usual space-time distortions running in the background for PLA. We're gonna see if we can't get ourselves a shiny in there as well. But again, thank you so much for joining me. It is possible I do something tomorrow night, but most likely, even if I do something tomorrow night, it will be after midnight, so it will technically be after the New Year. So last stream of the year. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing started. Yeah, let's just do this thing. Let me just make sure I have the correct thing pulled up. Let's just do it there. All right, yeah. So all set with that, and let's get ourselves some encounters. I think I'm still battling them all because I'm trying to get to 500 battled to be able to get the higher sparkly Manectric rate, or electric rate, rather. So we're doing that first. Bam. Right. I forgot my Pokemon's name is Diglett. Also, I forgot I didn't heal up my Mon. There we go. But yeah, hopefully all of you are doing well. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much, Pseudo, for joining the stream before it even started. Good to have you here. We're gonna hopefully be getting some good encounters. Can I just fly? Yeah, good. Pungman, welcome in. Good to have you here. Quacktastic. Appreciate you coming in. Hope all is well with you. Boy. So, I got some things done that I was looking to get done today. I ended up being up late again, because, you know, my sleep schedule is just absolutely massacred at this point. But, I bought myself, or I ended up going to bed really late, so I woke up late. Actually, what happened was I woke up at like 8 a.m. Just from like a dead sleep, and it like I had some like a weird thing happen where it was just like I was like dead asleep, and then all of a sudden I just had something. It felt a little bit like I had like a a pellet of just straight up pepper hit the back of my throat, and like just like absolutely devastated me, and I was just like woke up coughing my head off. Whoops. I pressed the wrong one. But yeah, I just woke up with like just like right in the back of the throat, just like burning, and I was like, what the heck happened? And like immediately as I sat up to like deal with that, my Lola was like, oh, we're up now, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So I after like being like, okay, I guess I'm awake right now, dealing with this. Lola's like, let's go do something. Let's go. Let's have me go outside. Maybe I'll get some breakfast and stuff like that. So I went. I let her outside. I fed her and stuff like that. And then I went to go back to bed. And my wife was like, "Why are you up?" I was like, I could not tell you why. I felt something really weird happen. It's gone now. I chugged some water and it's fine now. But like, it was just like a really weird thing. So I had like 2 halves of sleep interrupted by that one weird thing. God damn it, I did it again. So that was weird. But then I got, went back to sleep, got back up, at like late, but at a decent enough time for having gone to bed at like 4. But yeah, so I ended up going, waking up late. We decided to take Lola to the vet so that we could just make sure, because she's been like scratching a lot for a while now, and but like in the past couple days we've noticed like what feel kind of like mosquito bites, which that's normally not something to be concerned about necessarily, but like the fact that they're mosquito bites in the middle of winter means that they're probably not mosquito bites because mosquitoes aren't around. So we were just making sure that she didn't have anything like serious, like fleas or something like that. So we ended up taking her to the vet. They gave her some allergy meds. Apparently, once a dog has like gotten used to all of the seasons in like a certain area, that they might start developing seasonal allergies and stuff like that. So apparently, second year and stuff like that is when that might start happening. So they gave her some meds, some allergy meds we're going to try out on her and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting. But we also had to give her her anti-anxiety meds because
there's that fucking girly.
We fully have mosquitoes nightly right now. 40 degrees outside. Oh, gross. Yeah, now there's been snow on the ground for the past like 2 or 3 weeks straight without fully melting. So like it's the mosquitoes are probably not the answer, although it's possible, I guess. But yeah, so they think it might be allergies. We had to drug her because she's like very friendly with the vet until the vet tries to do literally anything vet-like. Like she's like all friendly and kisses and wags and stuff like that. But the second the vet goes to like put a stethoscope on her, immediately she's like, no, I don't like this. And the problem is she's quiet. She doesn't bark. So she gives no indication that she's upset or doesn't want you touching her until she like kind of like whips her head back. So we basically have had to give her anti-anxiety meds to like zoot her out before she goes to the vet. But unfortunately, they don't kick in nearly fast enough, and we had made it was like we made the appointment like day of or something like that, so we didn't know that the appointment was happening until like only a couple hours before it happened. Oh shoot. But yeah, so we didn't have any real way of getting the drugs into her early enough, so she was still fine by the time the appointment happened, and we ended up having to like muzzle her to make sure that she wasn't like accidentally nipping anybody. So she's not great at the vet. But the side effect of that is now that she's been back and it's been like 4 hours since she took the drugs, now she's zooted. so she's just sitting on her bed just like and it gotta be honest, it's a little funny and kind of cute, but also like I hate seeing her like that because like it's not like normal, and it's like I feel bad because like she just gets so like lethargic, and like that's the whole point of the meds, but still it's just like I'm not a big fan of giving her those drugs if I can avoid it. But so yeah, so Lola ended up getting zooted. We after we took her to the vet, we ended up dropping her off at home, and then we went to Savers to like donate some stuff and then go check out what they had on offer. And I ended up getting a I just got like a small thing. So it was just like mostly just for the donating stuff like that. But it was interesting. So then we came back and I did a little bit of cooking, and that was what I was planning on doing for the day was just doing some cooking, and then do the stream, and then maybe do some stuff on my computer, because I found out recently that my personal email account, like the one that I've been using forever, it ended up with the storage ran out. I apparently have too many photos in my Google Photos, so I used up all 17 gigs that Google gives you for a free account. So apparently I'm going to no longer be able to send or receive emails at the end of January if I don't, you know, if I don't if I don't get clear up some space and stuff like that. So I have to do that. I have to like cancel some subscriptions and stuff like that. Like, they just got some stuff to do. So I'm gonna probably do that as well. But I had originally planned on doing all of that today, as well as playing with my new fancy schmancy camera. But Lola's itchiness prevailed, so I'll do some of that tomorrow and stuff like that. But yeah, that was basically my day. And now we're here. And it's nice and early, so I don't really have much to say about today. I didn't do that much because I woke up late.
I hope 2026 can finally be the year you prioritize woman Ectric.
Yeah, it's 2020. It's nearly 2026. Down with the Electric patriarchy. What about Vanectrics? But yeah, that was my day. Tomorrow, I think the plan is we're just gonna go, probably just do like maybe a couple of things locally, and then there's this restaurant that since we moved to town, we've been meaning to go to this restaurant for like over 2 years now, and every time it's like right on our way to like the main highway that allows us to like travel to our families and stuff like that. So like we see it all the time, and every time we drive past it, like it's never the time to like stop for dinner, but like every time we drive past, we're like, we should try that restaurant. It looks like it's interesting. It's like a you know, farm to table type of restaurant. So we keep driving like past them. We're like, oh, we should try that out, and we've never done it in the over 2 years we've lived here now. So we're finally going tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it is in the next stream. But at this point, I was saying to my wife, I was like, I feel like at this point, no matter how good it is, it's not going to live up to how long we've put off going to this place and how much we've built it up in our heads of like, oh, we should go to this place. And like at this point, it's going to be like very hard for it to like exceed expectations or anything like that. Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, we've never been to Cheesecake Factory before. Famous farm to table. Dunktastic. I did stop at Dunkin' at some point, and I got myself a donut, and my wife a coffee. I wanted a vanilla cream one, but they didn't have that, so I got a vanilla frosted with sprinkles, which was good. But I don't know. I love the. Honestly, I think the perfect donut for me would be a vanilla frosted with sprinkles, but instead of having it be like donut shaped, it's like the cream, like the Boston cream donuts, and it has that vanilla cream on the inside. I feel like that'd be like the perfect donut for me, or just like a glazed vanilla cream donut. Because like I love the vanilla cream donut itself is like my favorite donut, but the one problem I have with it is the powdered sugar on the outside is just so freaking annoying. So if I could have like that vanilla cream filling and like the donut, but without the powder, and honestly, even if it was just like plain vanilla cream, like with no powdered sugar on it, I feel like I would like that. But if I could get something like a replacement for that, like a glazing or a the vanilla frosting, that I feel like that'd be like the perfect donut for me. B for buttons. I am wearing a nice shirt today, but it is not that shirt. How long did that donut transport you to a washed out alternate dimension? That was about 30 seconds. I I eat fast. Let's just say I also don't give you long before the cutscene is unskippable anymore. There we go. Glad you celebrated Do Nut December. God damn it. Oh my goodness. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm excited for the next Baldur's Gate stream on Thursday, though. I feel like that could really take off. I feel like it's too much of a play on No Nut November to like ever really like hit that meme status. Because it's like it's a meme off of a meme. Real quick, I want to see. Uh, 264 battled. Okay, not too bad. We have to get to 400 before it maxes out. Right? Is anyone familiar with shiny hunting in Scarlet Violet using the Pokemon battled method? I believe it's 400. It's 400 or 500. It's a mine turtle. Hey, there we go. We're headed into just sometimes nut January. Moderately nut January. Scarlet Violet. Did I say Scarlet Violet? I meant Sword and Shield. My apologies. I just had the thought of like, what happens if I get a shiny like now? What do I do for the rest of the stream? And the answer is probably more Legends dex filling. But I doubt I'm going to actually get it tonight. Thought that's what you meant. No worries. Okay, good. Yeah, I just misspoke. It's been a while since this one. This game was the, the most recent one that I always talk about. So. Blah, blah, blah. It is 500 cumulative? Okay. Thank you. So, not as close as I was hoping, but we'll get there. Trats. Oh well. Let me just make sure. Yep, nothing spawned yet. Or PLA. You know what I should really do is I should just set a 5-minute recurring timer, just to let me know when to check, because I'm pretty sure the way that PLA works is it only rolls once every 5 minutes for a space-time distortion, and otherwise it's just a quick. Otherwise, it's not going to roll. So regardless, it's like, the chances get higher and higher every 5 minutes that it doesn't occur. but like I only have to really look once every 5 minutes. So like if I just have a 5-minute timer running, I don't have to like constantly look back and hope that I'm spotting it at some point. Like I could just check every 5 minutes type of thing. But then I would have to have a timer going and constantly like update it whenever I like do get a space-time distortion and reset it, that kind of thing. Which is worse, this or Za? In terms of getting the number of battles we need? Probably... Probably Za, just because, at least in this case, theoretically, I don't actually have to get to 500. Like, I could technically, if I were to get a shiny, like, at, you know, Pokemon number 271 or whatever number this is, I'm done. I am actively shiny hunting. I am, you know, making my odds better every time I knock one of these out. But like, it's only like the only thing about those battles was that I am like ticking off a tally. Like there's no like each battle is in and of itself wasn't significant in the grind for 1,000 battles. Also, each battle in Za was 2 to 3 Pokemon, where this is just 1. Tally me battle, Nana. Tally me harder, senpai. Use Dark Magic Attack? I could use Dark Magic Attack, but that's not stab, so it wouldn't make as much sense to. Boo-ba-doo-boo. You know, I could probably let Balloon evolve next time. Struggling to focus this week. On Saturday, we have a 7+ hour D&D session that I'm just itching to get to. Ooh, that sounds like fun. On Saturday, I will be quite busy. So, no stream, most likely. Actually, almost assuredly no stream. But maybe on Sunday. But yes, I hope that you have a good time on your D&D session. I won't be here Saturday, so that's perfect with me. There you go. Yeah, no, almost assuredly no stream Saturday. Should be around Thursday night. Let's go. Yeah, my goal is to do Baldur's Gate on Thursday night, and then Friday night I probably won't be able to stream, and I actually have to work that day, so I can't do like a daytime stream most likely. And then Saturday, absolutely no stream. Well, unless something like significantly changes, but like almost assuredly no stream. And then Sunday, I should be able to stream regularly. And then it's back to normal everyday scheduling because I'm back from break, unfortunately. So, that's a womp. Yeah, boy. Okay. Cool. Get over here, you. Oh, we got a space-time distortion for me. Let's go. Okay. Don't go away. Aha, there you are. I think we'll go to... Actually, what we'll do is we'll go to 1, 2, 3, 4. So after the next encounter, I will get myself to the space-time distortion, and then I will wait a while with the game running for it to hopefully spawn. And then once it spawns, I will get to the nearest, like, in increment of 5, and then do the space-time distortion. I think that's the play. Finished every single thing in Act 1 in my BG3 playthrough, except for the dowry guy. I callously had accidentally sold his ring to, I think, Ethel, and then she tripped into Lizelle's sword. Whoops. I don't even remember the dowry thing. That's obviously not a big deal, but... Oh, is that the one in the burning building? The guy who's, like, crying over his wife or whatever? Hey, Mudkip! Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I almost forgot your entrance theme there. It was an Ectric. It is indeed. Hope you're doing well. Oh, whoops. One more. Should take his dowry ring back to him, but meh, his life is ruined anyway. True. I think I have done that before, but I just haven't, I couldn't remember that it was a dowry, technically. Like I said, I did eventually remember. I didn't immediately remember. Alright, let's, real quick, get me over to... Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. It's growing unstable. His dowel rod. Something like that. No, I think he's just happy to see me. Dairy-free yogurt? No, that's what happens after he's happy to see me. Whee! Great. Alright, there we go. And then we will do one of these so that I notice immediately when it spawns, ideally. Whoops. Anyway, Dalrod and dairy-free yogurt are the least sexy euphemisms I've maybe ever heard. But you've heard of them. Alright, there we go. You bob over there. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, bulldoze. I can't unhear them if that's what you're asking. No, I was paraphrasing Pirates of the Caribbean. You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you've heard of me. I really hate that Electric has a quick attack. It's really annoying. I haven't thought about pirates in years. Yeah, I haven't watched those movies in a while, but that line is memorable enough for me. I also love the music, so I listen to the music every once in a while. I also we have a cover or an arrangement of it in the community band I'm in. So since the main guy went off the deep end, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just. Oh, Lola wants my attention. I'll see you in a bit, Lola. goodness. This is what happens when when I stream in the day and Lola's awake. Although she shouldn't even be awake. She should be zonked out of her mind. I don't even know how she's awake enough to press the button. Maybe I'm being too loud. Who knows? Who knows? God damn it, dog. Well, eventually she'll stop pressing the button. Can you guys hear that? Or does it get picked up by the microphone or no? Ash, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. Absolutely insane amount of support. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, go. Funniest thing I've ever heard in a review of the Dumbo remake, Disney wouldn't trot out real decrepit circus animals except for Johnny Depp. That is brutal. Oh, shoot. I think we have a space-time distortion formed, right? Get rid of the pen. It is... Okay. It is an it is officially a space-time distortion now, so... We will swap over... Actually, after this battle. What the heck? I just accidentally made it the volume max. That was weird. Mudkip, thank you so much for being a member for 21 months. Again, thank you so much for the support. Really, really appreciate all of you for being members and helping to support this channel. And for the like goal. Thank you so much, Ash. We'll see if we can get there. A PLA eclair. Alright, so we're gonna save real fast. And then swap over to PLA. Well, bam. Ash, thank you so much for the $1 dono as well. Let's get some hype in the chat for Ash as well. Alright, swap over to PLA.
Welcome to our club! Welcome to our club!
We're gonna get the shiny count back down to 0. And swap over to this. There we go.
Welcome to our club! Welcome to our club! Welcome to
Ash and Pseudo, thank you so much, both of you, for gifting memberships, by the way. I really, really appreciate it. Congratulations. Oh, God. Doodle got a membership. Congratulations, Doodle. And Ultimate Tom Leo, thank you. You now have access to custom emotes, as well as the opportunity to create your own custom entrance theme whenever you join in. Oh my god, Lola, stop it. But yes, you now have access to custom emotes, as well as the opportunity to create your own entrance theme whenever you join into the stream for the first time. Oh, Doodle is here. Thank you for joining in. Good to have you in. You can thank Ash for the gifted membership there. Oh god, that would be the most insulting thing in the world, is if I happened to get like my first ever special spawn shiny and it was a Magnezone and I already have that. But it looks like no special spawn shinies this outbreak. See if we can't snag ourselves an EV or Evolution. You know what's funny is I was like thinking to myself, like when I was deciding which area I wanted to do distortion hunting in today, I was thinking either the Fieldlands or the Mirelands, or maybe like the Highlands for like Shieldon and Cranidos and stuff like that. And then I was like, I was looking and I was like, oh, there's a MMO in the Fieldlands, so we don't want to do that because then it will, you know, obviously be whatchamacallit, it will be a long time before it can even possibly spawn, because I don't think they can spawn WoW in an MMO. So I was like, okay, so I'll skip that one. And I was also like, oh, there's also one in the Crimson Island, so I won't go there either. And then I was like, but there's not really anything I need from there, right? And then I was just thinking about it and remembered, no, yeah, the entire Porygon line. Except that special spawn isn't guaranteed to be Porygon line. It's also Cyndaquil, which means I will probably get at least one shiny Cyndaquil in a space-time distortion when I want a Porygon. It's bound to happen. In fact, it might happen, 3 or 4 times before I finally get a Porygon, knowing my luck. You're my favorite person now. Going to Shiny Hunt Heatran in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Nice, good luck. Didn't realize you were streaming this early. Yeah, I'm streaming early today because I wanted to be able to get it. It's going to be a shorter stream, but I wanted to get in a one final stream before 2025 ended. And tonight I can't do it, and also tomorrow, if anything, I'll probably stream after it has already swapped over to 2026. So I wanted one more stream, at least, a day before New Year's Eve, to get one final stream in for 2025. Ooh, an Alpha Flareon. Oh, and it's gone. All right. So we'll hop back here real quick. Did you catch it yet? No. No shinies yet. Okay, what's that over here? And then something like that. Alrighty. 7:09 is when I...
Remember sticky globs? Once the craze of the Pokemon world, one has to wonder, whatever happened to these ancient devices, and what events led to their mysterious disappearance?
Maybe the recipe got lost long ago, like for Roman concrete or something. All right. Wait, how am I in a battle right now? Whatever. Been in a hole hyperfixated on a box from Hasbin Hotel. Oh, fun. I've never seen Hasbin Hotel, so. Hasbin Hotel, more like never was hotel. I wish they were in... Yes, I do too. I do miss my sticky globs, unfortunately. Oh, I need to swap over to the other screen, don't I? There we go. And bam. Wait, I didn't check to see if it was shiny. Okay, that's not shiny. Backstrike mechanic is kind of wonky now. Yeah, it's really frustrating. I feel like being able to stun a Pokemon is like necessary for that kind of catching mechanic to like truly work, because otherwise you just have to like run away and try again, which is like really time consuming and awkward. Bring that shiny Heatran to Legends Zaha once the game is home compatible because it's shiny locked in that game. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea. It's kind of ass, don't watch it. It's okay, but there are a lot of jank parts. I mean, listen, I've seen my fair share of not amazing TV show content. I can handle a little bit of jank. I have enjoyed Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. Which takes itself so unseriously. It's almost painful. Would recommend the pilot though? Alright, cool. So would you say that it was good at the beginning, but then it kind of like fell off? Whoops. Oh, Milsert. Neat. If you're okay with the entire cast being effing lobotomized for the sake of the antagonist being badass, go ham. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm going to watch to drop everything to watch it. I'm just saying, like, that's not necessarily a deal breaker. Oh, there's one. There's two. Gotta go eat dinner? Alright, Doodle. Have a good one. Thank you so much for joining in even for a little bit. And hope to see you in the new year. Happy New Year's. I'm all sarcasm out. New discussion about? Sure. Let's see. So we'll do... Yeah, this is fine. Do this. Same thing with Shiny.
How do you describe your fox to a 1992-year-old?
How do you describe your fox to a 1992-year-old? It's like how it was with Jesus. He was a real smart guy. No fox given nice. That's old AF. That's true. That's true. Right. But yeah, it was the same thing with Shiny Xerneas and Veltal as well as Zygarde. Bring them from Gen 7 to Legends A. Sounds like a plan. That would be people from around 80-30. Yeah, around there. I suppose if they're 1992, they would have been only like 3 or 4 when Jesus died, if assuming that Jesus was, like, you know, actually born in 0 AD or 1 AD, I guess. Because he was, like, in his mid-30s when he died, right? Roman Emperor Tiberius. Oh, yeah. Here's how I would reference my my fox. I'd be like, so you remember Prince John? It's like him, but, like, the Disney version. And they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I knew Prince John when he was actually in power. I watched him sign the Magna Carta. Ooh, Sparkly Boy. The only way you can get those shiny legendary Pokemon Legends out without hacking, but we need to wait for Za to be home compatible. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that at some point they might... I don't know. I would love for more ways to be able to shiny hunt legendaries. I don't like it that basically the only way to get shiny legendaries is either hack them or have some sort of event Pokemon. Like, I want to be able to just shiny hunt them, like normal. And, like, sure, like, the old ones you can, like, actually, like, you know, soft reset hunt and stuff like that. But, like, so many of the legendaries are shiny
I
locked
had
nowadays.
bubonic plague 3 times, and the only thing I got was this stupid tunic.
It's so fucking funny. I would love to like experience a honestly like a Renaissance Fair-esque type of world where it's basically like, well, I mean, I suppose there's a lot of those types of shows out there, but like one that just leans into like just kind of like slice of life aspects of just living in a medieval society, but has all of the like trappings of like modernity, or like a fantasy, maybe a fantasy realm or something like that, but it has like all of the trappings of modernity and stuff like that, and it's just like slice of life, just like people living their lives. But like, you know, instead of like Uber driver, it's Uber carriages or something like that. You looking for a circle jerkin? I'm so confused now. I think I'm going to have the rest of my Indian food for dinner, as well as possibly a bagel. Oh, a jerkin is an old-timey shirt / jacket. Gotcha. See, I'm not even well-versed enough to know these things. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There's one. D&D helps because so much of it is based on high fantasy. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is the problem with me never actually having done D&D. Oops. Meant to do Astonish. Oh well. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, those are the first Pokemon games we can shiny hunt Xerneas and Yveltal without hacking. Yeah, I loved the idea of DAs in this game. Like, that's such a cool idea to, like, give us an opportunity to shiny hunt, like, all of the legendaries up to that point. I think they need, like, an updated version somewhere. Oop. Or like you said, the ultra wormholes and stuff like that. Like I like that idea of just using, of having the option to like be able to hunt for legendaries, and it's not like a scripted, you know, static Pokemon that exists in one place only. Like, I like the idea of being able to like get multiple. Even if it's just like 2 or something like that, so I can like have my you know, regular living dex and my shiny living dex legendaries and stuff like that. I want to be able to like hunt them like they're just any other Pokemon, even if they're rare, like if they're like impossible, almost impossible to find, and then like the shiny odds. And on top of that, make it like a grueling hunt. Like, I don't care if it's difficult even. Like, I think that it probably should be, but like I love that the idea of being able to like legitimately shiny hunt for legendaries. Even if all the legendaries were just rogue non-megas. Yeah, that could be a good idea. And just have the rogue mega evolution, like after the game is over and all of like, you know, all of the story plot is done and stuff like that, have some of the distortions be like rogue mega of evolution opportunities, and it's, you know, you have the pool is all of the Pokemon that can mega evolve, or, you know, any of the legendaries that are available, and they have the same shiny odds as any other Pokemon in the game. and you can get them as shinies. You can get multiple, like all of the stuff. It's going to be a pain in the ass to try and get them, and maybe they add in something that, like, some sort of item you can, like, use to, guarantee the typing of one of these things to happen or something like that. Like, maybe you find they give you ways of, like, narrowing your search a little bit, but, like, I feel like that could be a great way to make it so that you can hunt for them without making it like, oh, they're a diamond dozen just like any other Pokemon. Air Joe, welcome in. Good to have you here. Whoop. Sorry, I was just checking to see if, oh, actually, they might be. Hold on. No, never mind. I thought there might have been a space-time distortion in PLA, but there is not. Okay. What's the equivalent of finding a shiny Pokemon in real life? I feel like it's probably like bird watchers finding a rare bird or something like that, or like a biologist who like finds a new species or something like that. Like I feel like that's the kind of thing. You're like looking at you. Not many people, in the grand scheme of things, are like actively doing it. And if you are like truly uninitiated in the world of that activity, you might even like go and find one but not realize what you have, type of thing. But then it's like a rare event that like people, like the people who are like actively searching for it can go about making it so that their odds of achieving this are great or greater, but it's still like a rare thing. So I feel like bird watchers who like, what the fuck is, whatever, bird watchers who find like a really rare bird or something like that would be a good equivalent. Albinism feels similar in the natural world. Yeah, I suppose like the concept of like shiny Pokemon, like if you're talking about like what's the equivalent of like biologically to what a shiny Pokemon would be, it's probably albinism or some sort of other like rare eye color, fur color, whatever the case is. But in terms of like the activity of shiny hunting, I think my answer is a good one. Or even have the shiny locked story ones and then a small chance for a legendary to spawn in 4-star distortion of the same type. Yeah, that'd be great as well. Because then you can just hunt for those distortions, and you can like reset them, all that good stuff. Also, give me my frickin' manual save back. Stop forcing me to autosave. People out in the ocean also spot some pink dolphins, which is extremely rare. Yeah, that's another one. 1 in 10,000 for mammals, 1 in 1750 for birds. I did not know birds had nearly 10 times the case of albinism. I also didn't realize it was that common for mammals to have albinism. That's kind of crazy. Do 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 do. Over here, you. Back in a bit. Sounds good. Ash, thank you so much for sticking around. I do have a pretty hard cutoff of 8 p.m. So I'm hoping to get at least 100 encounters in this stream before we end off. It's about an hour and a half stream. A little shorter than normal, but not crazy short. I'm hoping to get at least 100 encounters. And it is slower because I am trying to, you know, battle them rather than just run away if they're not shiny. But we're gonna hope that that these encounters go quickly enough that I can get another like 30 something done in the next half an hour. Whoops. That doesn't help. You are shiny, for sure. You are an Electric, for sure. It's definitely not a shiny, for sure. In fact, you are not a shiny at all. I don't know why I don't know why I said you're a shiny, for sure. I misspoke, or I suppose Freudian slip and all that. It would have been really cool if I had said that by accident and then it was a shiny. That would have been so dope. Man, I really wish that I love that they made the norm to have overworld shinies. Cuz like it is really annoying having to battle all of these just to see if it is shiny. It's so much more exciting when you spot it like in the overworld and have to like run after it and stuff like that than just the, you know, suspense of waiting for the encounter to happen. Where the heck are you right now? You right now? You right now? Where the heck are you right now? Ah, there's one. So does anyone have any fun plans for New Year's? I've talked a bit about mine, but I'm curious if anyone's going to be doing something crazy or, you know, very unique or something like that. I feel like most people for New Year's, like, it's interesting. Like, I feel like as a kid, the novelty of New Year's was that you got to stay up late. And now, as an adult, and especially as an adult who is a night owl, staying up until midnight is like an early night for me. So like, it's that completely has lost its luster. And it had lost its luster by high school. But like in high school, I remember it being like getting together with like friends and stuff like that was the draw for it. And then I would be able to, you know, get together with them and we'd be able to like, you know, game and stuff like that until the wee hours of the morning. Kind of like a, you know, as a kid's having a sleepover type of thing, but like as more autonomous later teenagers and stuff like that. Like I felt like that was the drive in high school and into college and stuff like that, was like getting together with friends and specifically like, you know, hanging out and, you know, games and, you know, good food and stuff like that. Like those were the draws for me, as a young adult. But now I have regularly scheduled hangouts with my friends. Granted, you know, through Discord and stuff like that. They're virtual hangouts, but they're hangouts nonetheless. And they, you know, they frequently go later than midnight, and we game often and stuff like that. So like that's also kind of like something I can just do whatever I want now. So like I feel like a lot of people, you know, the draw eventually becomes like, oh, it's a party where you get to like, you know, get together and drink or something like that, or like, you know, then it becomes an interesting thing for like for your kids and stuff like that, if you have kids and stuff like that. But like I feel like this holiday is one where as you get older, the draw for it becomes less and less, to the point where it's just like you're not even celebrating it at a certain point, where like, you know, when you get to a certain age, you're like, I don't even feel like staying up until midnight to watch the ball drop. Who cares? And there are certainly people who never get tired of, you know, staying up late and seeing the ball drop. And for some people, like, that aspect of it is like the exciting bit, you know, getting to see the ball drop, listening to the music, and all, you know, seeing Ryan Seacrest chatting it up with celebrities, or watching Anderson Cooper hang out with a drunk dude. Like there are some people who the televised version of it is like the exciting bit, and that, you know, that's completely fair. But for me, I feel like I've already kind of lost a lot of the draw of New Year's Eve specifically. Like, I still enjoy like hanging out with people, and like it is a good excuse to like hang out with people locally and stuff like that. But like in terms of like the staying up late thing, honestly, it's like, okay, now it's New Year's. For phase 2 of me hanging out late. Spicy chicken teriyaki and fried chicken katsu, or Brazilian beef and beans and chicken croquettes. I would go with the spicy chicken teriyaki and fried chicken katsu, personally. Both of them sound delicious, but I think that I am more interested in, like, I think my number 1 would probably be the fried chicken katsu, and then, like, teriyaki would probably be, like, 3rd. So I'd probably go, I feel like those are 1 and 3 versus 2 and 4 for me. So I would probably go with that. But I don't think you can go wrong either way. Blues. I was indecisive notes are my 2 favorite local meals. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I need to find a couple more like restaurants that are like go-tos near here, because like I have my like go-to Thai place, I have like a go-to pizza place, and I have a go-to like Mexican place, like a burrito place. But other than that, we've been trying to find a good Thai place, or not Thai place, Indian place. Oh, Cyan, welcome in. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we've been trying to find an Indian place. Like the place in town is just kind of meh, and like we've been kind of like trying to branch out to other restaurants in the area to see if we can't find one that we like better. And we just haven't found one that like is like, you know, by and large, the best one around. At least in my opinion. Like I'm sure it's possible that my wife is like, oh no, I really like that one for like my dishes specifically. But like, we had one in near our old apartment. But first of all, they closed down, which really sucked. And then we moved, obviously, and it's not close enough that we can get it delivered and stuff. So we had to find a new place. And we had one that we had been ordering from when we first moved here that was like, it wasn't like as good as the place at the old apartment, but it was like good. And then that place also closed. So we started doing the one in town, and that one was just really like mediocre. Like it was fine, but I really wasn't like looking forward to it necessarily whenever we would order it. It was like, oh, we want Indian food, and this will suffice type of thing, which really isn't what you want to be going into it with. Welcome back, Ash. But yeah, so we've been trying to find a better one. So that's one I want to find. Chinese also is like I feel like my wife just isn't really a big fan of Chinese food. So like, I love Chinese food. Whenever she would theoretically be in the mood for Chinese food, she is equally in the mood for Thai food and likes Thai better. So like I feel like that's what ends up happening is like whenever it's like, oh, she's in the mood for that kind of like palate, she would just go with Thai and call it a day there. Which I also love Thai, so like I'm not complaining necessarily, but sometimes I just want Chinese instead. But yeah, so Chinese food place, I haven't really found one because like my wife is never like specifically in the mood for Chinese over like Thai food or something like that. But I would like to find a good place nearby if and when that occurs. There's one near work that I really like, but I try not to order out at work too often. But yeah, so that one's I want to find. I would love to find a Korean barbecue place. Is where I was going with this story. Or maybe like a Vietnamese place or something like that. Like I want to find more like varieties of like different areas of food or something like that, or like Lebanese food or something like that. Like I want to find a good like local shop that has like good takeout food that I don't already have like a place for. If you've never had coxine, huh? You got to try them. Imagine hush puppies but filled with juicy, savory, shredded chicken. Ooh, that does sound delicious. I'll have to find a place that has that. Some new restaurants add a bunch of sugar to their curry sauces to appease American taste buds. Yeah, I have noticed that some of the places, like when like the first place I went to that we found was our favorite. It was like I would get chicken masala would be my main dish that I would get, and it was like it had a bit of a spice to it. But like every other place I've gone to since, at least that I've ordered out from, it's such a sweet dish. And like I liked the bit of spiciness to it. Like I didn't like that. I don't like it as much when it's just pure sweetness. So I've actually switched over to chicken vindaloo because it has that extra spice. Like I prefer the less sweet version. But yeah, I didn't even put together that that's probably what they're doing, but it makes sense. Need to set up my heat turn shiny hunt. Good luck. It's Chinese tie. You like them equally? That's very funny. We had a Bolivian food truck in our neighborhood for a while that was delicious. Ooh, that does sound really good. Yeah, I need to find myself a good place with a different kind of food that I haven't tried before, or like that I have only had a couple times. Like I would love to find a shawarma place or something like that. When I was right before we moved sites at work, I had found a Greek place that was really, really good. And it had like some really good like Mediterranean dishes and stuff like that. And I started going there fairly often. But I only started going there like less than a year before we moved sites. So I no longer have access to that. I probably could find another one, but like here was the genesis of that was first I was trying to find places that I could like order out when I forgot to make lunch or like wasn't in needed to order out for some reason or another that weren't like extremely unhealthy. Like all of the places I was going to near work whenever I would order out were either extremely unhealthy, extremely expensive, or both. Like there was like a cafe that I would get like paninis at and stuff like that, which was really good, but it was super duper expensive. And then the Chinese food place that I that is near my work, it's like kind of equidistant between the old and new sites, so I still go to it, but like it's pretty cheap and it's quite tasty, but it is buffet, so it's very easy to get very unhealthy fast. So I was trying to find a place that I could feel less guilty about like going while I was trying to actively lose weight and stuff like that. Or not even like lose weight necessarily, although that is like, I would like to get my weight a little bit more under control than it is. But it was more just like trying to feel healthier and stuff like that. So I found this place that had like really, really good like Mediterranean bowls, and I would get like pork and rice and stuff like that with like, tzatziki sauce and cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff like that. Like it was a very, very like good bowl with like lots of veggies and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. But when my brother visited last year, he had introduced me to Koza, which is like a Mediterranean kind of place that you can like order on like Grubhub and stuff like that. And I had never tried it before, but there's nothing close to work, so I didn't do that. But I found a local place that was really good, and then immediately moved away from it. And now I don't have access to it again. So I want to find another place, probably close to home, that I can do that, because I feel like that'd be a really good place, and that has a lot of really good vegetarian options too, which would be good for my wife. The Venezuelan cart also left our neighborhood. I need arepas. That is one thing that we have is in town. We have a it's not exactly the same thing, but we have a tapas place. We only have gone to it once because it's a little bit fancier, but it is pretty good. It is pretty good. My problem with tapas is like I can't really do the lots of small servings of food very well. It just doesn't work with how my appetite works. I find that I continue eating and never feel like completely sated, but I will eat like more than I would have if I just had like one meal of just on its own food, like on its own entree dish. Like if I do like the tapas or like, you know, honestly like the in-person Korean barbecue and stuff like that, or like hibachi or something like that, like those types of places I struggle with because I keep wanting to have more because I'm not like feeling like that indicator of like, oh, you are full, stop eating. And it's like it tastes good and you get like a wide variety and you want to try everything type of thing. So like it's like all of the like the indicators for me to want to eat more and overeat are there with none of the indicators of telling me to stop. So it like I really have to be careful whenever I have that kind of stuff, or else I will overeat and then, like, you know, I'll eventually feel really crappy, but it will be long after I already should have stopped eating. Paninis are for weenies. I like paninis. Just bring me all of the plates at the same time. Exactly. Yeah, I want to be able to theoretically get my get all my food at once and be able to eat it and stuff like that, like so that I can have that moment of like, okay, you are full now. Stop eating. If it comes in slow enough, I can convince myself, oh, I'm not over full any. I'm not over full. I don't need to stop. I can have a little bit more. I can have a little bit more. I can have a little bit more. And also, they're usually more expensive when they do it that way for some reason. Brazilian steakhouse with the 27 meats carved on your plate, plus a buffet of sides are my kryptonite. I have never been. I so badly want to go. I really would love to go to one day, but vegetarian wife. Basically, I need to one day go like if I'm like home visiting my parents or something like that and my wife isn't there for some reason. One day I need to like just talk to my dad and be like, hey, let's go to a Brazilian steakhouse, because like he would be like one of the people that I'm like, okay, yeah, he would love to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Like, he's been before, but like he is the kind of person where it's like he would like be similar to me and like, oh, he would really enjoy like trying a bunch of different meats and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to find a specific instance where I can do that without basically forcing my wife to you know, abstain from eating for a meal. Meat sweats are real, and they are born of Brazilian steakhouses. Yeah, no, I've definitely had the meat sweats before, but I've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, and I feel like those would be legendary. Meat sweats. I don't get my value unless I put myself in a coma. Yeah, that's my problem with like buffets too. Is like, I'm like, I want to try everything, and like, I know that you're overcharging me for the amount of money it actually costs you to put this together. So I need to like, eat my share for it to be like worth it. Although the Chinese buffet that's near work is actually quite reasonable. Like, I spend less money there than I would at like a regular like takeout place, most of the time. It's actually kind of impressive how cheap they make it. Which is why I love going there, because like it's cheap, it's very tasty. The only problem is I have to be very careful, or I like way overeat, and then I'm just like comatose for the rest of the day. Rip Golden Corral. Listen, Golden Corral may have been the lowest common denominator, but hey, you could get some cheap food, man. I think I only went to Golden Corral once. I didn't do buffets much growing up, probably for good reason. Also, I do have a space-time distortion loaded up, so I'm going to get to 1,300 encounters, and then we are going to go over to PLA and end off the stream with a space-time distortion. I think that is the play. Also, thanks so much for 3 likes, everyone. I really appreciate it. I know that this is not the normal stream time, so like, you know, not everyone is aware that I'm streaming at the time and stuff like that. So I appreciate the support and helping push this to more and more people. Like, that is one interesting thing is like, whenever I get the chance to do a stream like earlier, I do like to do it because I know that like it works for a lot more people. But I also kind of am hesitant to like actually do it in earnest and stuff like that because the people who normally watch my streams are, you know, expecting my streams late. And some of them might not be on YouTube or whatever, or like they're busy and stuff, and there's a reason they're watching at like 11 o'clock and not at like 6. But the other thing is, anyone who joins in on one of those streams for the first time, there's a very, you know, decent chance that they watch YouTube at that time of day, and they'll join in on this stream, be like, oh, I enjoyed this, let me subscribe, and then they never join in again because I'm never live when they're on YouTube again. For like another 3 months until I can finally stream at like 6 o'clock again or whatever. So as much as I enjoy the like being able to do the periodic earlier stream and stuff like that, I don't like to do it like I don't like to do it too regularly almost, just because I know I can't actually do it regularly, and you know it will, you know, make it will give a bad impression on what my stream schedule is normally like. There was a Chinese place called King's Buffet in my hometown that had amazing fried chicken, pizza, chili, and spaghetti, along with mediocre chicken. Incredible. Chinese place does incredible American food, mediocre Chinese food. That is the most American thing I've ever heard. This Chinese food place will make the best tortellini you will ever have in your life. The lo mein is fine. Nope. Only 9 more encounters. Try the goulash and the naan. Nice. That's the thing is, like, I probably should be more willing to you know, give those types of places a chance. I am very much of like the mind of like, if I'm going to a place and they are doing like 30 different things of like very different like ethnic backgrounds and like, you know, styles of food, of cooking and stuff like that, like if I find a place that does lo mein, chicken parmesan, burgers, and curry all in the same place, I'm not going to trust any of it. Which, you know, sometimes you go to one of those places and they just have that good food and they can just do that variety because they happen to like be really good at cooking those types of foods. There's a reason it's on those menus. But other times it's like this place is just like trying to have something for everyone, and in that attempt it turns into, okay, we're not really doing any of it well. So I'm like, usually when I'm at one of those places, I usually default to like a burger or something like that, because like I default to like the most traditional American things, because I'm like, all right, that is probably the easiest thing to not get wrong, type of thing. Like even like a mediocre burger is still pretty good, all things considered. Like you have to do pretty poorly with cooking a burger to like make it so that it's like, oh, I would have rathered the, you know, the the random guy named Glenn to make me to make me shawarma than a burger. But like you know, so like that's generally my philosophy. But like I think I talked about this a couple months ago. But like when I went to a bachelor party for one of my good friends, we went to this like random diner in the middle of like more rural Pennsylvania or whatever. Like it was just like a random diner, and like we were looking at the menu, and it was one of these places. Like they have the chicken parmesan, they have like steaks, they have burgers, they have, you know, I think they might have actually had goulash, and they had like, you know, like grain bowls and stuff like that. Like they had that like large smattering of different types of food, and I immediately went, okay, I'm getting a burger, it's fine. But like the people that I was eating with, they ended up being a little bit more adventurous, and one of them got like the chicken parm, one of them got like the steak and the steak tips and stuff they did end up doing like the variety. We ended up like throughout the table ended up getting the variety in there, and it like it turned out like I went with the more conservative choice. I shouldn't have. It like the food was like the food that I had, like the burger was good. It was like perfectly fine, but like it was like a burger and fries, and or like I think I got like tater tots instead or something like that as a side. And it was like tasty and stuff, but like I was looking at like my friends who had like the chicken parm and the like the I think it was like a fried steak or something like that was one of the options or something like that, and like it looked delicious, and they were raving about it. And I was like, man, I really wish I had been a bit more adventurous and gone for it, because like it was really good, and like it was just a random diner that was about to close because everyone was going on vacation for 2 weeks. So they were like, oh, we're out of this because we didn't buy stock because the entire staff decided to take these next few weeks to go on vacation just as a restaurant. So like it was just like a small mom and pop shop in the middle of like a small town, small rural town, and they just happened to be really good at cooking all of these things. But like, you know, most of the time my philosophy is like, okay, I'm not gonna risk it, just go with the safe option. But like sometimes you strike gold. Where are you going that has all these foods together? Yeah, that's the one place I'm thinking of. But like there are places that like that where they just have like a crap ton of things. Like there's another place that I used to go to all the time that was pretty close to my old apartment, and it basically was like a tavern off of a hotel, or like in a hotel. It was like the ground floor of a hotel, and it was like a small tavern, and like they had like chicken teriyaki and like, you know, burgers and you know, like 4 cheese ravioli and stuff like they had like that, again, that wide smattering. And you know, I'd always go with a bourbon burger and nachos and stuff like that, and my wife would be a little bit more adventurous and try some of the, like, you know, the green bowls and stuff like that. And that was one of those places where I was like, all right, like they do the tavern food like really, really well, but like some of the other stuff, it's like maybe stick with the tavern food. But yeah, so that like there are a couple places like that I have been that are like that. Most of the time it's more like the second place I mentioned, where it's like you can do the other spot. You can do the other stuff, and it's not like it's awful or anything like that, but like you probably should just go with the traditional, you know, American fare, and the rest of the stuff is there for people who want to live life on the edge. But like sometimes you just strike gold, and they're just really good at cooking a bunch of stuff. But yeah, unfortunately we did not get the Manectric tonight. We did get through 100 encounters. We are going to end off with one final Spaced Out Distortion. See if we can't end off the year on a shiny. I doubt it, knowing my luck. Doodle, welcome back. Unfortunately, I am going to be ending off stream in a few minutes, but we do have one more Spaced Out Distortion before we go. So, let me just swap over to the Legends Arceus screen. There we go. Love that these places are adopting the Jack-in-the-Box menu strategy. And you're ending, wow, you hate me. I'm sorry. I did specifically say at the beginning of the stream that I had a pretty hard... Well, I don't know if I said at the beginning of the stream, but I did say at some point that I have a pretty hard cutoff of 8 p.m. So that was determined at the beginning of, before the stream even started, that I would have to end off before around 8 o'clock. if not at 8 o'clock. If it goes a couple minutes late because I'm doing the distortion, then that's okay. But like, I can't push it. Said you were hard. We all heard it. I mean, I'm not trying to hide that. Also, does Jack in the Box do that menu strategy? That's very funny. I've never been to a Jack in the Box because I've not been to the West Coast before. You knew I was going to join back around 8 o'clock. You're psychic. It's true. Most people think that I'm an electric type, but no, I'm actually psychic type. Got those predictions going. But yeah, so I'm thinking like the Cheesecake Factory is also ironically one of those places where, although that's another one where it's like, if you try some of their stuff, like some of their stuff where it's like random like, you know, low main dishes or whatever, it's like these are actually kind of okay. Like the menu is a freaking novel, but like there's very few items on there where you're like actively like stay away from that. Now I always get the mac and cheese burger when I go to Cheesecake Factory, but again, I'm the kind of person who will unless I'm going to a place that has that kind of food specifically, I'm gonna stick with the more like traditional American fare when I'm going to a place that like I basically stick with whatever the quintessential thing is of that restaurant I'm going to. I know all your secrets you can't hide from me. If only I weren't recording myself for hours a day. I love the Ukrainian borscht and potato dumpling at Cheesecake Factory. See, it's a testament to the size of Cheesecake Factory's menu that I don't know if you're joking or not. Oh, the potato dumping. Yes, sorry, that's my bad. But yeah, I genuinely don't know if you're joking or not. Fun typo to end off stream. You should give me mod. Maybe in 27, 26. We'll see. You know what I dislike that happens in this game sometimes? And it's like, it's such a first world type of problem, but like when I get a shiny right before this distortion forms, like I'm like flying to the distortion and it's just a random shiny that I've have like 12 of. Like I'm flying to the distortion and I just see a random shiny Drifloon or something like that. That's like, I mean, I'm going to catch it, obviously, and, like, yes, I got a shiny, that's cool, but, like, it really does feel, and I understand this is not how statistics work, but it really does feel like I'm wasting the shiny on a non-STD Pokemon when I could be getting it on, in the Space-Time Distortion that's just about to happen. Your New Year's resolution should be to give me mod. Honestly, all jokes aside, well, it's not going to be about your mod shit, but I'm thinking about doing a bingo board for, like, channel goals for the year, and maybe we can do a stream early this year where we can put together that bingo list and then see how we do throughout the year and stuff like that. I also love their Scandinavian fermented puffin. Okay, I'm leaning a bit more towards your joking with that last one, but still not impossible for that to be on Cheesecake Factory's menu. Come on, spawn. Well, while we wait for it to spawn, I'm going to try and find someone to raid once we're done. All jokes aside, this isn't going to smile. This isn't going to be you getting my frown. Yeah, I realized as I was saying that wasn't the transition I really needed, but I had already said it, so I needed to immediately pop that bubble. Ooh, Zed's streaming. We're gonna raid Zed. Doing some Smash Bros. Oh, Doodle, you can tell Dova that I'm gonna be raiding Zed doing some Smash Bros. Let's just get rid of that. And get rid of that. And we're gonna edit this to create a redirect. Bam, save that. Jesus Christ, it's taking a long time to spawn. Alright, well, we now have the raid target. Looking forward to that. Smash Bros. What? There it goes. Really? Get back here. It's one. Should probably put the headphones on a bit more so in case I hear a shiny sound. You know, that's actually something that has fallen kind of by the wayside, is people using sound redeems, other than Dazzling, obviously. Dazzling still likes to use the sound redeems, but I feel like most people have either switched over to TTS or have just stopped doing it altogether, which is interesting. Mother trucker. No, not you. Oh my god! Stay in the ball. Are you kidding me? Stay in the ball! Oh, and third special spawn. Wah, wah. She's a guard practice, so I'll be sure to taunt her when she sounds good. Actually, just tell her that I did stream Smash.
I think we should mix up the sound redeems, Kupo. I have a few requests, none of which involve screaming Kupo. Dot hand with hand index, whole finger and thumb crossed.
That's very funny. Yeah, I feel like we should definitely. I already removed all of the like screaming ones. I think. I do agree that they shouldn't be like obnoxious sound effects, or if they're obnoxious, they should be have a global cooldown, a long global cooldown. But like, but yeah, I think that we could probably. I do think that getting a good index up, like a good way for people to like easily be able to see without having to like click off to a separate link what the redeems are, how to do them and stuff like that. Maybe I can make a command that will like paste a bunch of text that gives information on what message or like
hand with index finger and thumb crossed. hand with index finger and thumb crossed, hand with index finger and thumb crossed, hand with
Pseudo.
index finger and thumb
You've become
crossed.
the evil you
I
swore to
think that's
destroy.
as much as we can take. Hand with index finger and thumb crossed.
All right. Well, no shinies today. What a way to end off the stream. Mabel from Gravity Falls stream. But yeah. So I think that we could probably come up with a way to give more information on what what the redeems are. Maybe a way to like I could just have on screen like, you know, exclamation commands, and it gives you like all of the commands that you can use to like get information on different things. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I could try and come up with a good way to like make it so that you don't have to go elsewhere to find that information, because then people are just not going to do it. Hand with index finger and thumb crossed. Yeah, it's really annoying. Also, possibly I could change it so that it doesn't say the name of the emoji, and I could just create like shortened versions when there are emojis in TTS. I think that might be a good thing to change. Or it like counts the number of emojis or something like that, so that it's like 4 fingers crossed emojis or whatever. Is it too much to have in the video description? Probably. I could look into it, because I don't use the length of the description all that much. But it might be. I'd have to test it out. That is a good idea, though. I could put it in the video description. Shitpost I'm drawing is turning the best thing I've ever drawn. That's hilarious. All right, we are gonna go on that raid though before I get too late past my cutoff time. It is already 10 minutes past 8, but we're gonna end off there. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your year. I hope that you will join me in passing on the love to Zed. And I can't wait for another wonderful year in 2026 of streaming, gaming, and all that good stuff. I can't wait to do some new stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of achievement hunting in next year, in a bunch of different games, trying to 100% games. Obviously, we're going to be doing more shiny hunting, trying to fill out living dexes and stuff. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. And until then, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your year, and I will see you in 2026. Bye.